What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel, Lunaria33. Today we're going to do a flip through and quick review on the Tarot Mucha or Mucha, however you want to say it. For me, I would say Mucha because that is a word in Espanol, so yeah. Anyways, this is the box right here. Very nice. It opens like this. Got a little tiny cute top. Here we have our book, which I think, there is some imagery in here, just a little bit. Typical guidebook though. So it's pretty much just full on text for each card. So there's not really an image there. There's a little bit, but not too much. But here, for example, we're on the cups page. So it says what cups is all about here, especially with the element. And then you have your ace, the depiction of the ace, what's going on the card. You have key ideas or AKA keywords for each card there. So that's the book. The cards are a glossy finish and the cardstock is fairly thick. This is the back. Because it's glossy, like they move everywhere. They just go everywhere. This is one of the decks that I feel would be pretty good for beginners because it's one of those RWS clones. Not too far off from like the general depiction of the RWS tarot. I feel like this artwork in general is kind of straight to the point. It's not too surreal or too abstract or too out there. You know what I mean? It's more, I feel like it's just more modern, if that makes any sense. And it's still, like each card still depicts the symbolism that you would generally see in the RWS. So that's why I think this deck would be pretty good for beginners to start off with. I like how Death is like, well, shit, now I got a lot of work to do, especially with their hand on their hip. Is that just me? Does anybody else see it that way? Ooh, look at this devil card. But what was I saying? Oh, so it doesn't, the artwork isn't very like, you know, out there for people to get confused on like the symbolism or what the artist was trying to portray or what they were even thinking about when they were drawing. Doesn't the sun look a little freaky? Anyways, so yeah, that's why I think this would be a pretty good deck for a beginner. And if it's good for a beginner, it's good for any level reader. Now we're in the minors. So we're on the pentacles. If I were to do like a comparison flip through with the original like RWS and this deck, you'd be able to see a lot of similarities, which is a good thing if you're thinking about using this deck as a beginner. One thing that I noticed too, at least on the minors, is the borders. They have their own borders per the minor. And of course the color tones too, because the pentacles had more brown, orangey, earthy tones. But the fact that they changed the borders is pretty cool. Now we're on the cups. So the cups have more of a light kind of teal gray. And look at the borders on the cups here. It's really pretty. Do any of you guys have this stack? If so, what do you think about it? Are you thinking about getting this stack? Why does this page look so angry? Like, yes, I caught a fish. This fish is trying to get out. This horse looks kind of sad too. Just a little bit. Now we're on the swords. The swords are a more vibrant blue tone, and then look at the borders on the swords. Oh, and on the bottom they have the image of the suit, so in this case it'd be sword, and then on the top they have the number. So for the pentacles, you'd see the pentacle on the bottom. For the cups, you'd see a cup on the bottom. I think the only cards that actually have titles here are the aces and the majors. Possibly the court cards. This guy looks like a stone. They don't even look dead, they look like a stone. Oh, the court cards don't. So the court cards would have like this symbol here for the page. The horses would be for the knights. And then the queens, you have a queen's crown up there. And then with the kings, you have a king's crown up there. Now we're on the wands. The wands have more of an orangey kind of fall theme and color going on. A little different than from the pentacles. So here you have your wand on the bottom and then your number on the top. Isn't it cool though how they changed the borders on the suits? Thought that was a pretty neat little touch of detail there. They look like they're eating an apple or just covering their mouth. Notice the volcano in the background too. All of them have the volcano behind them. Well, that was the flip through portion of the Tarot Mucha. As I stated throughout the video, I would recommend this deck for beginners just because it's a pretty much straight on RWS clone. The artwork itself isn't really that out there or difficult to read. The guidebook isn't that bad. I mean, I've seen worse, like some of the ones that come with an actual little white book. Those I feel are kind of like eh, but at least this one has decent enough information in it. So that's why I would recommend this for beginners. It is also your normal tarot size. Let me just grab a card from another deck just to compare. 1 second. This is from my tarot deck called the Iris Tarot. So this is normal tarot size. And then the Tarot Mucha. So it's pretty much about the same size. There's like barely a little lip there, but pretty much tarot size. Not much of a difference. So because it's your initial tarot size, it should be decent to shuffle. But since the cardstock is thicker than what I'm used to, it's a little difficult holding it this way. Like this is how much comfortably I can hold the cards in my hand. Comfortable to overhand. As far as a riffle shuffling though, I think because it's too thick, I don't know if I'll be able to comfortably riffle shuffle this. I mean, that wasn't bad. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't bad. But yeah, so I think that I pretty much covered everything. If I forgot anything, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!